warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi friend, my name is Neng Septia Nuzul, NIM 2010505079. So, here I will review the journal with the title CT Scan Parameters and Radiation Dose Practical Advice for Radiologists. Journal Search 2013 American College of Radiology. Writer Siva Peraman, Mahadevappa Mahesh, Robert V. Blasko, Elliot Kavisman. Release year 2013. Reviewer Neng Septia Nuzul. Date month year Sunday 24 January 2022. Lecturer Mr. Iki. Abstract. Although there has been increasing recognition of the importance of reducing radiation dose when performing multi-detector CT examination, the increasing complexity of CT scanner technology, as well as confusion about the importance of many different CT scan parameters, has served as an impediment to radiologists seeking to create lower dose protocol. The authors seek to guide radiologists through the manipulation of 8 fundamental CT scan parameters that can be altered or optimized to reduce patient radiation dose, including reconstruction, slits, thickness, and peaks. Although there is always an inherent trade-off between image quality or noise and patient radiation dose, in many cases, a rationing manipulation of these 8 parameters can allow the safer imaging of patients with lower dose while preserving diagnostic image quality. Research method. This type of research method is carried out by carrying out a simple approach to radiologists. Results and discussion. 1. Detector configuration. Detector configuration is a term encompassing the number of data channels being used in the z-axis and the effective detector thickness of each data channel. For example, a detector configuration of 16 for 0,5 mm would suggest the use of 64 data channels in the z-axis, each of which has an effective thickness of 0,5 mm. Notably, the effective detector thickness represents the smallest possible reconstructed slit thickness. If a study is acquired with an effective detector thickness of 0,5 mm, images cannot be reconstructed to any smaller interval such as 0,2 mm. 2. Tube current. Increases in tube current of the product of tube current and scan time (MAS) result in improved image quality, decreases image noise, and increases patient dose. In general, the relationship between tube current and patient dose is essentially linear, with increase in MAS resulting in a comparable percentage increase in patient dose. Although tube current can be manually controlled, most operators use automated tube current modulation, also known as automated exposure control. 3. KVP. Reducing QVP can be an effective means of reducing the radiation dose imparted during an examination. As a general rule of thumb, the radiation dose changes with the square of QVP, and a reduction in QVP from 120 to 100 reduces radiation dose by 33%, while a further reduction to 80 QVP can reduce dose by 65%. As a further advantage, particularly in angiography studies in which vascular contrast is critical, reduction in QVP results in an increased association of iodine even with a constant dose of contrast. For reconstruction algorithm, traditionally, CT reconstruction algorithms have used filtered back projection. The mathematical algorithms underlying VBP assume a non-exact relationship between the projection data acquired at the CT scanner and the data displayed in the final image. As a result, VBP remove very little noise from the final image, is limited in the use of data with lower contrast to noise ratio, and generally requires studies to be performed with larger radiation doses to be of diagnostic quality. 5. Patient positioning. In a study by Lee et al. In 2006, 95% of patients in the series were found to be improperly centered within the scanner gantry by the CT technologies. Although this may seem to be of only minimal importance, improper positioning can have a significant impact on both image noise and patient surface dose. 6. Scan range. Minimum for any examination, particularly when imaging structures such as the heart, for which an increased scan range is unnecessary. Although cardiac studies are certainly the most obvious application in which a limited scan length can be used, a small scan range may be possible in many traditional body imaging applications as well. 7. Reconstructed slide thickness. As the reconstructed slide thickness decreases, the number of photons within each voxel also decreases, resulting in increased image noise. To maintain constant noise level within an image with a smaller slide thickness, the radiation dose must be consequently increased. 8. Pitch. Pitch in the multi-detector spiral CT era is defined as table travel per restoration divided by beam collimation. Pitch suggests overlap between agenic equation. Pitch implies gaps between agenic equation, and pitch of one suggests that equations are continuous with neither overlap nor gaps. Excess 1. The explanation of the material in the journal is complete. 2. Images on the journal are clearly visible. 3. Easy to reach method. Lack 1. Languages that use English. 2. A lot of vocabulary that is not understood. 3. The picture lists in the journal are incomplete. Conclusion. As both the general public and clinicians have become increasingly aware of the concerns associated with multi-detector CT-related radiation dose, It has become critical for radiologists to better understand the CT scanner technology they work with. In particular, a detailed understanding of a few basic CT scan parameters is essential, and knowledge of how to manipulate these parameters to produce diagnostic images at lower doses is critical for safe imaging. So, that's my journal review. Sorry if there anything wrong. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.